Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your girl Kelvana Zari, and we are here bringing y'all a tutorial of me sewing a wig on a machine. So if you want to be slayed, stay tuned. Alright, so right here I'm just marking where the track is going to go and where the frontal is. I always do the frontal marking first because that's going to determine the rest of the tracks, to make sure that they're all even and spaced apart correctly. Now for here, you just see me marking So right here, I'm just placing my measuring tape. I'm sorry guys, I lost my thought. My measuring tape on top of the wig cap, so that way I can make sure that everything is nice and even. For my wig, I want everything to be about an inch apart. Since I am doing quadruple wefts at the back, I definitely want everything to remain even at 1 inch apart. So this is just me marking. So here I'm just lining everything up to the inch indicators on my measuring tape. But I do want to say that if you do have like a bigger head, make sure that you're using a bigger mannequin dome. My mannequin was 22 inches and I didn't stretch it all the way down because my hair is currently short and it's no need for me to pull it all the way down because my head is really small. So make sure you're getting all your measurements for your nape, for your behind your ear to your nape, and from your forehead all the way down to the back of your nape. That's what I would suggest for people who are just starting. So here I'm just showing y'all what the cap look like off the dome head. Yes, it's going to be a little bit more curved because heads are naturally curved. So don't freak out if you see your wig cap being like that. So what I'm doing now is placing my wig cap underneath the trap, and then I'm going to place the track on top of my wig cap where exactly it starts. and then I'm going to sew it all the way down. So before you get to the end of the track, I definitely recommend you cut off where you think the track is going to end, because you definitely don't want to sew it like I did here, sew it and then go all the way to the end and then cut it, because it's gonna leave, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna leave a mark in a way, that, you know, you'll know that the track is there when you know that the track shouldn't be. So just make sure y'all go ahead, take y'all time and cut it before you get to the end, because you're gonna have to go ahead and restitch all of that over again. So now that that first track is down, I'm gonna go ahead and just repeat the same process. Go ahead, put the wig under the cap, and then add the tracks under the trap and put that trap down, and go ahead and just sew all the way down, and then cut before you get to the end. I'll say cut about 3/4 of the way, because you'll know exactly where the track is going by that point. Definitely take your time with this, because you definitely don't want to have any errors, especially if you're giving this wig to a customer. Now, if you're doing this wig for yourself, I'll definitely say take it down and redo it as many times as you like, because you know that, you know, practice makes perfect. So just go ahead and continue doing the process in the way that you see here. Didn't get a chance to record all of the process of me sewing the wig cap and everything. So since I didn't, I'm just gonna go ahead and explain further about the steps that I did after I sewed all the tracks down. So after I sewed all the tracks down, I always use like a half a bundle to sew an extra 2 tracks on top, just in case, you know, you don't want your wig to look too thin at the top. I like a fuller wig, especially since this is a 13x6. I can get away with a fuller wig at the top. So I just went ahead and sewed 2 extra tracks down, and then go ahead and sew the frontal down. Now if y'all want me to go into extreme detail about how I did that after the tracks, I will go ahead and you know, try to make another series for this in extreme detail. But everything was sewn by hand after the tracks point, just because I like to have the mobility in my machine. It just works better for me to sew the frontal or the closure last. Some people sew the frontal or the closure first, not me. I sew my frontal and closure last so I can make sure all the measurements line up and everything is perfect. But other than that, this wig was the bomb. Like, as y'all gonna see in the next few slides here, it's really pretty. Now if you don't know, I did change my name from Allure Creations to The Allure Transformer. I'll go in a separate video about that, why I came up with the change and what was the reasoning behind everything. We are only now selling 100% Vietnamese version or raw hair. It's no more Brazilian hair. I'm sorry guys, nothing else is being sold other than Vietnamese version or raw hair. So as you can see here, like, look at that. It just bounces effortlessly. This is why I changed from Brazilian, and I will go into further detail about everything, but here's just a styling video. I'm just sectioning the hair here to a middle part because we wanted that middle part bust down. We're just gonna go ahead and flat iron it. I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy to it yet. This wig is for myself, so I'm just go ahead and, you know, styling it like I usually do. If I get it to a client, you know, just straighten it, nothing too bizarre, too crazy. Look at the definition and how flat that wig is compared to the other side that I haven't done yet. Like, perfection, like chef's kiss for real, y'all. This wig was so freaking fire. I'm gonna come with a part 2 about how I installed this wig and everything. I am trying to get back to a normal schedule. I haven't figured that out yet, y'all, but this is the final result, and here's all my pictures just to showcase, you know, that Vietnamese quality. Like, look at that. You are not gonna get that anywhere else. So if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe.